All right, Jimmy, I'm handing it over to you.
Okay. Well, welcome everybody tonight. Um, our Tuesday night meeting. And tonight is so exciting because I feel like I've known Paige for a while. I think we've been on a few different between Plexus trips and different things, right? I think we've
Absolutely.
we've spent some time. So, and I feel like Kate, just correct me if I'm wrong. Did you come to Canmore? Julie, were
No,
you there too? You didn't come to Canmore. Somebody
I
was there.
couldn't.
Okay, okay. So I was just trying to figure out all the places. Anyways. And there Leon is talking here.
She's in.
Um,
She's out. She's in. Can do the intro. Gotta
yeah,
lean
she
forward.
can. She can. She's like, sheesh. I'm gonna unblur this there. Can you see? Can you see this? Oh,
You bet.
okay. A little further down there. So yeah, there. I just was saying that.
Share.
Okay, this is as big as we can get it. I was just saying a few of the times I've known Paige for a while,
Mhm.
and so it's exciting to have Paige share her story. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything you wanted to share.
You guys probably already did this,
No,
but
not really.
I said I could do it.
I'm super excited to just to get to know Paige.
Yeah,
The Diamond destination has been really, really cool.
yeah.
And having somebody else who is working this business who's not like connected to you in any way, shape, or form, it's just been really
Mhm,
cool. And
mhm.
Yeah.
so Paige and I have just gotten to know each other a little bit, and we're helping each other out, walking this road together. And she's got a great story. So she's a former teacher, and so she's
Yeah.
great at, educating people
And talking.
and walking the road. Yeah. So I don't know. Do I need to say anything else?
I think that's great.
Awesome.
That's a
Okay.
that's a good enough. I'll fill in the blanks because I haven't told you everything. We got to keep some secrets, right?
Yeah.
Not really. Um, I was a teacher. I still say I'm a teacher. I still substitute teach, but I taught for 30 years teaching at-risk kids. So high stress job every day. This was something that came into my life very unexpectedly, but was definitely welcoming to it. So I've been with Plexus. I'm a Ruby ambassador. I've been with Plexus for almost 10 years. So my story goes back, well, it seems recent, it's not. Uh, but when people get sick or have issues, we all know that these things kind of creep up on them. Nothing happens overnight. Things happen over time and they become your new normal. And for me, my new normal was not good. It was not fun. And especially as a teacher. So I have had eczema. My mom had eczema. It's one of those things where you figure, well, if she had it, I'm going to have it. My daughter will have it. I used to have eczema on my fingertips. I had eczema, if you can imagine, if you've ever had eczema on my eyelids, that was the worst, and behind my ears. I had anxiety, a lot of it. And that was one that caught me by surprise. I think I've always been a worrier, but I took it to the next level because not trying to double down on that, but I would worry that I didn't worry enough. Can you imagine that? I worried that I didn't worry enough. Like somehow, if I worried more, that it meant that I cared more about something. That's messed up. Anxiety went like through the roof, and I stopped sleeping. And when you stop sleeping, everything just goes in the toilet. You can't function properly. Teaching is not the kind of job where you can have a bad day. You are on all the time, and whatever you got on your in your personal life or whatever's going on with you has to be shoved to the side, put away. You'll revisit it when you get 5 seconds during your lunch hour if you get one. And things just started becoming unmanageable. And then the worst, IBS, which I know now what it is, what it was, but it was undiagnosed for years. And it was getting to the point where I was having really, really bad gut aches, really bad at really inopportune times. Because, like, whenever is it a good time to have a really bad gut ache? And then having the need to go to the bathroom, like, immediately. So, as a teacher, you can't just like leave your classroom. And I certainly couldn't in my situation. That was very challenging. But where it was worse was when I was out and about. Let's say I was shopping, I had to know where all the bathrooms were, wherever I was going. That if I had that gut ache that would come unexpectedly, because it didn't seem to be tied to what I was eating or a time of day or any of that, it was just random. And when it came, it was really intense. And it was like, I have to go to the bathroom now. I knew where all the bathrooms were. But for me, I'm going to call it this is my sports analogy, the TSN turning point. Not in a good way. But wait, it gets better. I was walking into a Costco and I had my hands on my cart. I'm just walking in the entrance and a gut cramp, the worst one I'd ever had, hit. And apparently I passed out in the entranceway at Costco, not where you want to be. And I came to reaching around going, why is the contents of my purse all over the cement floor? And I just started picking things up going, what just happened? I'm not one to faint. That is not a thing for me. It's never been, an issue, but it was that bad that I passed out during that. And I went, okay, we're not doing this. This is not happening. I didn't know what to do because it was undiagnosed. And it was shortly after that, I think it was in October, maybe July. Sort of my next door neighbor, Julie, who lives literally, like I could hit her house from here, had started Plexus, and she started talking about gut health and why don't you try these products? And I knew nothing of gut health. The only thing I joke about this, the only thing I knew about gut health at the time was they'd be doing the Activia or whatever. They'd be doing the hula on the commercials. Like, give us 2 weeks, we'll make you feel better. That's all I knew. I knew nothing. I didn't take a multivitamin. I never knew what a probiotic was, a prebiotic, or any of those things. So all of this was new to me. So she said, well, why don't you try these products? And at that point, well, nothing else. My doctor's not prescribing anything. I don't know what to do. I'll do. So half-heartedly committing, started my husband on a couple of the products because I needed a guinea pig. I had to sure, I'll try. And then I'm like, to heck with this. I'm taking them. And the turnaround for me was, it seemed like in a blink of an eye. It was so quick, but it tackled the IBS. I have not had that happen since I've been taking Plexus. So when people are like, are you still taking that stuff? Yeah, I'm still taking. Do you still eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Yeah. Well, I take these products because this is how I function. This is how I function throughout the day and moving forward. I mean, it's a non-negotiable now. But the amount of education that I've got, that I've talked to friends and different things, that's been, yeah, when people say game changer, life changer, it has been that for me in so many ways. I mean, definitely with the products, but again, with the business and the opportunities and the friends and the friendships and all the things have just been life changing. And why would you quit that? That's crazy town. And I always tell people, when you know better, do better. I mean, that I think was a Maya Angelou once upon a time, but it really was that. And the more that I know, the better choices that I make. And that just improves your life exponentially. I'm not, I walk into Costco without fear now. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. But yeah, I mean, did it really have to take that? You hope people will listen to their friends and family when they say, hey, this could really help. Why not try it? I don't want it to be for someone else where you pass out in a Costco before, you can find help. So that's the goal, is to help other people who don't have to suffer needlessly, because I think a lot of people really think they do, and it's just their lot in life, and this is just what you have to put up with because your mom had it, because of this, because of that. And that's not true. And it's really hard to convince some people sometimes of that. But boy, when they get to the other side, say, wow, yeah, see, told you so. I like to be right. So that's the story, and that's where it continues. I mean, and as they add new products, collagen and creatine and all the things. I started with the the basic, right? The triplex, but I've added obviously X Factor, Vital Biome for me, because that was one that helped, I think, a lot with mood and anxiety and things. So that was certainly helpful. But I mean,
I love it.
there aren't too many products that I don't use or haven't used. New Hydrate, love that. Yes. Questions, comments, jokes.
I have a question. I
Yeah.
just maybe I missed the quick side off on it, but when and why did you decide to start talking about it? And when did you feel like this is actually a business for me?
I would say it probably wasn't too long after that, maybe a couple of months. I think if I started, started using the products, it was in a couple of months. Julie, as I said, who just lived by me, like when your friends start to do stuff and you're like watching what they're doing and it's helping them and it's starting to help you, it's like, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I ask my best friend? Why wouldn't I ask my, all the people around me, the colleagues, right, from school, all the people who you come in contact with, volleyball teams back in the day when my daughter played club volleyball. I mean, I can't think of any product in our line that couldn't help somebody.
Yeah.
And when you start talking to people and it's like, it always comes back around. Oh, I'm not sleeping very well. Oh, I'm not this. Oh, I'm not that. Oh, I'm fine. They'll say, oh, I'm fine. Talk to them 5 minutes more and you're going to find out not so fine. That's become their new normal, right? And they've just put up with it. And you're like, no, 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 I can help. We can help.
But
We'll
how many
figure this
times do we say, "Oh, it's fine. It's
Oh,
fine."
all the
And it's just
time.
like it's just totally our coping word. It's like, no,
It
it's
is.
fine. It's not fine.
You pass
It's really
someone in the
not fine.
morning and say, how are you? Good morning. Oh, I'm fine. Really? And I've said to people, really, are you fine? Just to challenge them to see if are
Really?
you really fine or something else. And that's
Oh.
okay for it to be something else. You know, you don't have to dump your whole whatever onto somebody, but you start talking to people, it will always come back around to something that is related to their health challenges
Yeah.
or their children's health challenges.
Yes. Yeah. 100%.
And sometimes that's the sort of doorway to go through first sometimes with people. Like, moms always put themselves last, right? Help my kids, help this, help that. And then they come around to, okay, we need to take care of you because you cannot pour from an empty cup. So how about we tackle what you've got going on too? Because we're always at the bottom of the list, and that's not okay. It's not okay, and it's not helpful to anybody. And if mom, the hub of the home, is not doing well, it's going to show up everywhere in her work, if she does, in her family, in herself, in her everything. So it's life changing when you can change one part of somebody's life that's that impactful.
Amazing.
So it wasn't long. It was pretty quick. And besides, it's more fun to do stuff with your friends, right?
Yeah.
Link arms and hey, let's do stuff. I think between Julie and I, we hosted at my house. I called it Paige's Plexus Pool Party. And we had it every summer, and every year we had a theme. I think we did it for about maybe 7 years, Julie. Yeah, we did a lot. We did a lot of those kinds of things. But building community and having people come along, that's the fun in it. That's where it doesn't seem like as much work. It's not work. You're just sharing, right? I talk about Costco stuff all the time. Where'd you get that? Costco. Everybody knows that. But then we get so reluctant when it's stuff. Sometimes people are like, they don't want to talk about it. I'm like, you need to talk about it. It could change everything for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I love
It's
that.
offering that hand of hope, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And you hope that people aren't seeing it. If you're coming at it from a place of just, here's some information, do with it what you will, but I want you to know this. That can be, people aren't always ready to jump at the very moment that you're hoping they do. You hope you get there, that they get there eventually. But yeah, you hope that they understand it's coming from a place of, I don't want you to suffer like I did. It's unnecessary. I can help. We can figure this out. Yeah.
Love that.
So that's where we're at. That's where we're going. We're
Any other questions for Paige? Well, we've got her not quite hostage, but willingly
I'm
on
in my
the spot.
bathroom. I'm not totally hostage. The door's open. I've got an escape route.
Paige, I'm gonna come for a pool party at some point. I want to be
Yeah.
invited to your Paige's Plexus pool party.
Yep.
Right? Me
Anytime. And
too.
the pool's open. The pool, well, the mosquitoes might get you.
Yeah.
We've had so much rain and heat here, but we've got heat coming
Yeah,
again.
us
Absolutely.
too. Yeah.
It's a
Uh,
shame to have a pool and not have people in it. So I'm
yeah.
the more the merrier.
Twist my rubber arm.
My address is
Yeah.
South Manitoba.
I'll just start heading on the highway.
Yeah.
I'll wait for Leona to swing through.
Drop
Yeah.
the pin and off we go.
Pick up a few friends on the way. We're good.
Love that.
We're
But I
good.
think that's actually so important what you said too about like building friendships and community and just sharing something that has changed your life so much, right? Like
Mhm.
we shouldn't be afraid to share that with other people. And I mean, my kids are getting older. I'm alone more often now than I've ever been. And you know what? We just need to not feel alone too, right? We need to be heard and have connection. And like that's something we can do all of the time, right? And yeah, build relationships with people, just care, right? Just caring about people.
And
And
there's lots of people that I know now, sideline sisters, if you like. Rosanna would never probably we would not have crossed paths. Like there are lots of people that are in my life now that would never have, but I'm so glad that they are. I mean, you can never have enough friends. But when you have like-minded women together, that's
And we got a man. He's a
And
like-minded
men
man.
too.
We got
yeah.
one at least. And a whole
It
bunch of
doesn't even get him anymore. Dave's just like, whatever.
everyone needs a Dave Weens in their life, and there's only one.
true.
You
Dave,
can come to the pool party too.
Yeah.
Ellie, you can pack for two. Bring you both.
Ellie.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll have you guys camp out on the between Julie and I. There's a path, but it's a long distance actually between her house and my house, more than usual. But a great place. We could just have everybody camp there for the night.
Yeah. Let's
Oh
plan
dear.
it. Let's
Now
do it.
we've
I love it.
started to make plans. We've started to make plans.
It sounds
Julie
like we
and Paige,
have,
we're
yeah.
having a retreat. Everybody bring
Yeah.
a tent. Goodness.
I love it.
Awesome. If we don't have any other questions, Jimmy, were you going to say something? Sorry.
I was just gonna say something. I commend just Paige. I think something that as some of us feel like we've been here forever, I think the excitement you still have shows. And I think that is really, really important, right? Like, I've been with this for 9 years and it takes me a millisecond to think of why I'm still here. I know why I'm still here because I know that these products work and I know that they change lives and I know that people go on and do greater things for their family and their community and beyond. And we've seen that again and again. And so I think in the valley sometimes that we have in this industry, because people do say, no, thank you, or, well, I did it for, a little bit and it didn't work for me, or whatever the case may be. And we kind of go, oh, do people care anymore? Because I sure do. And we need to remember that there's all these faces around here that somebody took a chance and ask that person initially, hey, this could be for you, or ask them again, hey, I think this would be good for you, and took a chance. And so, you know what? You guys are all amazing that you're here today. Because you decided to take a chance and somebody decided to take a chance on you and invite you again. And so that to me speaks volumes of why this company is just still starting and why we're going somewhere because of this solid belief in what we have, right? And each of us have our stories and it's hard to walk away from something when it's so right, when it's just so blatant what it does. So
Absolutely.
yeah, in such a
It's
good way.
undeniable. I mean,
It's undeniable. Yeah.
it is undeniable.
Yeah. So I
Paige,
love
can I
it.
ask you one last question?
Yep.
If you could talk to Paige, the beginning Paige,
Oh,
beginning of Plexus Paige,
yeah.
and give yourself a piece of advice,
Hmm.
what would
Oh boy. I think I would have been a lot more forthcoming
Hmm.
with people, a lot more,
Hmm.
not creating urgency, but sharing more freely.
Mm,
Because I think a lot of people have thin skin, and that's okay. But when they hear no, they shrink down. And unfortunately, I think I was a lot more like that then. I didn't want people to judge me. We worry so much about, there's that worry again, worry so much about what other people think.
Hmm.
And there was something that someone said to me. They've said this a million times, even at convention and things, like what other people think is none of your business.
Hmm.
And it's
Hmm.
true. It's hard to hear that though, because you still feel it. But I wish I cared less then about
Hmm.
what people thought. I would have shared more vehemently. I would have done more
mm,
sooner. Um, and you never know who I've missed along that pathway to where I am now
mm,
that could have benefited if I had said something.
right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's great advice.
We need to care less. I need to give two hoots about whatever anybody thinks. They don't pay my bills. They don't this, they don't that. So
Girl. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to say that all the time. If they're not using your shower or like changing your babies or, eating out of your refrigerator,
Yeah.
then yeah, they're not paying your
Mhm.
bills.
Absolutely.
I
Doesn't
love
matter.
it. So
Care a whole lot less, but sometimes that comes with aging too.
I've heard this. I've
It's
heard this
true.
a few times in the last couple weeks, but that's okay.
Yeah. I'm 57 now, so that's where I'm kind of like,
Whoop, whoop.
yeah,
yeah.
Beautiful.
and owning it. I'm gonna own it. So
Beautiful.
I love it.
we'll all get there eventually if we're lucky. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Thanks for
Awesome.
having me on, guys. It was great to
Thank
talk to y'all.
Thank you for being here. And Leona, thank you for sharing your partner with us. If you're wondering what we're talking about, if you aren't connected, there's some of us that are doing a high level development challenge right now. And so we're all partnered. This is where we're getting all these wonderful people to come on to our calls and share their stories. And I just think that's just such a great way to continuously build our belief, is just hearing stories, because even if I have heard Paige's story before, I know there will be a piece that I've never heard, the part about the passing out in the Costco. So I
I
mean,
know. It's a good
like,
one.
oh my gosh, yes, please. With all, if we could all go reach out to people this week with the passion that Paige has for
Mm-hmm.
stopping people from passing out in a Costco, I think
Mm-hmm.
that the world would be a better place by the end of the week. So thank you all. Thank you, Leona. And thank you all for joining us. You're all welcome. It's every Tuesday night, usually at this time. Have a wonderful evening, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks, guys.